Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 5, and we will be going to discuss Chapter 6, Lesson 1B, about justice as equality. I am Johanna Mae Doble, and I am going to discuss first what is equality. Equality refers to the right of every individual to equal treatment and opportunities regardless of factors like gender, race, and social position. So equality means the state of being equal. It is one of the ideals of a democratic society, and so the fight to attain different kinds of equality, like racial equality, gender equality, or equality of opportunity between rich and poor, is often associated with progress toward that ideal of everyone being truly. So equality is based on the belief that nobody should have poorer life chances because of things like where they come from, what they believe, their sexual orientation, and whether they have a disability. Next is fairness is an essential feature of equality. So it is for all people to receive fair treatment regardless of their background or social status. Equality is ensuring individuals or groups of individuals are treated fairly and equally. Next is equality in its prescriptive usage is closely linked to morality and justice, and distributive justice in particular. It refers to the perceived fairness of an allocation, or more broadly, to how people judge what they receive. If two situations are equally good in terms of well-being, and one is better than the other in terms of equality, it is better. If two situations are equally good both in terms of well-being and in terms of equality, they are equally good. Now, let's proceed to the equality in Islam. O mankind, fear your Lord, who initiated your creation from a single soul. Then from it created its mate, and from these two spread the creation of countless men and women. Al-Nisa 4 verse 1. So this means that Allah created both men and women as equals. They were formed from the same soul and the same spiritual nature, with neither superior to the other, as shown in the verse. The second one is, O mankind, verily we have created you from a single pair, of a male and a female, and have made you into nations and tribes, that you may know each other. Verily the most honored of you in the sight of Almighty Allah is the most righteous. Al-Hujurat 49 verse 13. This means that we should not consider ourselves superior to another because we all are equal according to Allah, except distinction in piety. Lastly is Allah is just and kind to all His creatures. He is not partial to any race, age, or religion. The whole universe is His dominion, and all people are His creatures. So, this means that all people are born equal, in the sense that no one brings any possession with him, and they die equal in the sense that they take back nothing of their worldly belongings. Allah judges every person on the basis of his own merits and according to his own deeds.
Alright, so thank you so much, Ms. Doble, for explaining what is justice. Now, before we're gonna proceed to the different type of justice, now as a student who wants to pursue law after pursuing education, so justice is one of the most important moral values in the sphere of law and politics. So justice is one of those morals that people cannot achieve easily, because it's more than just a commitment, it's our responsibilities. So social justice is very important because it promotes fairness and equality across any aspects of society. So for example, let's go to the different types of justices. So for example, we have freedom. So freedom is a right to life and movement. So when we said freedom, it is our free will to move anything or anything that we want as long as we don't wala tayong natatapakan na tao. So, freedom is understood as either having the ability to act or change without constraint or to possess the power and resources to fulfill one purpose. So, as you can see, freedom says here that it is the ability to act or change without constraint. So, it's basically how do we act in a society, and again, just like what I've said earlier, that it is the free will. It is the freedom to do our free will as long as we don't have wala tayong natatapakan na tao. Next is the welfare. So, welfare encompasses a range of government programs designed for individuals and families who do not have enough money to have a decent standard of living. And welfare is also to protect the interests of poor people and affirmative action. So welfare is very much important in developing countries, especially uh, especially in the Philippines, where we still have informal settlement and informal settlers. We still have mga slums. So welfare is very important for them because even though they don't have enough money, they don't have enough fund to a standard living, government is should be there. So it's their right. It's that type of justice that the government should be there to aid them, help whatever needs do they need in order for them to survive the everyday living. So next is we have the resource. So when we said resource, it is a powerful or a valuable possession of or quality of a country, organization, or a person. So research also talks about countries' wealth. So in accordance to welfare, it is our right to have to enjoy the country's resources. So it is our right to enjoy our taxes. It is our right to public health because it came from our taxes. So that is resource. Next is political. So political justice refers to the extent to which citizens have an equal voice over governmental decision. It also talks about the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and association. So political justice talks about how do we participate in politics. So um, one of the major uh, aspect of political is our freedom to express ourselves. This talks about rallies. This talks about having enough platform to express ourselves without red tagging, without without having the scare that we will be persecuted after vocalizing what we want, after criticizing the government. So, yeah, so that these are the four types of justice, and now let's proceed to Richmond Galvez. Thank you.
So our next topic is all about justice and equality. So equality doesn't mean justice. So inequality is that everyone benefits from the same supports. So this is considered to be equal treatment. In justice, all three can see the game without supports or accommodations because the cause of the inequity was addressed, because the systemic barrier has been removed. Equality and justice both represent egalitarianism and fairness. Without equality, true justice can't exist. And without a way to deliver just verdicts that ensure impartial treatment, the meaning of equality is nothing more than an unenforced altruism. In the next picture, we can see that a wealthy person is controlling a poor person. This is a sad reality because when you have money, you can almost do everything. So there is no equality or justice here. Okay, next topic is all about aim of justice, equality. So the aim of justice is to give everyone his due. So the meaning of to everyone his due is that each person should receive what is personally deserved. So all people should be treated equally unless there are some significant differences between their cases. Thus, Justice and equality require rules to set out how classes of people should be treated. For example, all murderers will be hanged. Insane adults can plead the defense of unsoundness of mind in a criminal case. Next topic is all about justice as equality. So, all people should be treated equally. To ensure equality, the doctrine of stare decisis judicial precedent is followed in the courtroom. For example, similar cases will apply similar legal principles to ensure consistency and equality in decisions. Justice and equality require rules setting out how categories or classes of people should be treated. And Article 8 Federal Constitution all are equal before the law and entitled to equal protection. No discrimination against citizen or the grounds of race, religion, gender, place of birth, etc. Each of us is different in our own special way, but we also have the common qualities that make us all humans. So each of us should be treated with respect and dignity and treat others in the same way. No person should be discriminated against in their sexual and reproductive lives. Everybody has the right to protection from all forms of violence caused by reason of the race, color, language, sex, religion, political, national, or social origin, property, birth, or another status.